Hi everyone, I hope you are well. So back to an SAP related vlog. It's kind of more like into lifestyle and everything like that. So again, thank you for all the support on my other SAP vlogs. I really wasn't expecting it, but I have a playlist for all my SAP vlogs on my page. Check that out. If there's a question in there which haven't been answered, or it have been answered but you feel like you need more information on it, then feel free to write a comment and I will reply with a vlog. So today's vlog, I'm going to read a comment on one of my videos and then I'm going to walk through it. Okay, so this person is an engineering graduate in Canada and got offered an SAP job with training for a consultancy company in the US. It's all contract based, which means they'll have to travel to client sites and live in hotels. That, by the way, as a consultant, when you generally first get into it, you will naturally, maybe it all depends on the company, by the way. So you could, work on client site 4 days a week, generally work from home on Fridays, or if the client wants, you'll have to work 5 days a week, or if the client's okay with it and want to reduce the cost a little bit, you can work on site 3 days a week, mainly in the startup of a project, so the design phase, maybe the testing, that you'd be there a lot more. But then after that, you gain trust of the client and you start moving into scenarios where the client doesn't necessarily need to be involved as much. You could probably work from home, so it all depends like that. Yes, in general, you will stay in hotels, but some companies, if you stay on a project for over 6 months, you can get an apartment. Completely up to you. I would say the standard hotels are generally normally nice ones because you're away so much, so Marriott's, Hilton's and stuff like that, if they have it in the area. So when you stay on a client, generally stick at one hotel chain, because then you could join the loyalty scheme, build up your rank status, build up your points and get free holidays. Okay, the next part. So the person saying obviously they're graduates. They don't mind that lifestyle when they're young, but it's hard for the person to imagine the same lifestyle when they start to have a family. Plus, I feel like it might be a bit harder to find permanent roles as SAP consultant. Okay, do you see people transitioning from SAP consultant to more managerial roles at the company after certain years of working? So, okay. Right, I'm going to explain generally now. So obviously when you're a graduate, right, you can come in and you generally will travel around on client sites. But at every company, there usually is roles where you can work permanent as well. So permanent means you're permanently based in one location, as well as, so for example, he's saying, when you have a family and stuff like that. But so for example, sometimes you could have a client and you could give live service, or you can run their live service. So for example, that's like all the service desks, all the service calls and stuff like that. So again, they are permanent roles. You can have delivery hubs and stuff like that. So with SAP, it is easier as well to settle down into a permanent role. And just remember as well, like, so for example, I met on my previous client, which was quite fascinating. He said, how he worked at a consultancy and he traveled so far around the world that he's pretty much done going on a plane. Then he joined a permanent company. So you got to remember, as well as an SAP consultant, if you when you're at a consultancy, you focus in one area, you can then just join, like, for example, telecommunications. Sorry, I'm trying not to like give away the last client or like anything like I've done, any industry or like retail and stuff like that. Then with all that SAP experience, because companies still use SAP and you could just be an end user then at that company, so it all depends like what you want to do. So that is still an option as well, and it's relatively easy to find permanent SAP roles, so I wouldn't worry about that. I've seen a lot of people as well who's gone up throughout the company and have done managerial roles, or people who still just stays at functional consultants. You just gotta remember, it's all about making yourself happy, and if you tell your company like what you want and stuff like that, they will cater for you as well. And you gotta remember, like, it is quite like I said at the start, you're more on client site at the beginning. So for example, I have worked on USA projects. Am I out there every week? Definitely not. I've worked permanently from Wales all the way for a project out in the US, and if I need to, then I'll change my working times. So yeah, you will be fine, don't worry about it. Just, you know, enjoy your lifestyle and make sure you're happy at the end of the day. But yeah, there's certain ways of doing it. So you can move into managerial roles, but even sometimes, you know, managers go around. So I hope that helps. I hope that answers the question. It just shows you like the consultant lifestyle. I personally went into SAP because I love the lifestyle. But some people, you know, obviously with their family, they want to be close to home. So yeah, you just speak about that when you go into the interviews. Just make it, you know, a bit more clear. And if you're at a company as well, just say like, honestly, everyone has family. Everyone is very usually understanding, and if a company isn't like that, then maybe it's just not the company for you. So